Hey everybody, Tony here with Nothing But Car Reviews, and today we're taking a look at a new 2023 Buick Enclave Avenir, so let's get right into it. So this Enclave Avenir comes in the signature Moonstone Gray Metallic that you'll see on a lot of the Buicks, including the Envision. And then the interior consists of ebony with ebony accent perforated leather. And our powertrain consists of a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 made with a 9-speed automatic transmission. And as we get around to the back end here, I really like how they did this kind of galvanized look on these full LED tail lights. Makes it look super sharp. Let's go ahead and open the hatch here. And this one sits on the same chassis as the Traverse, so that's why you have the 3-seat back here in the third row instead of the 2-seat like the Acadia and the XT6. But you can also power fold this third row as well. Touch of a button, when the seats are up far enough, they'll fold flat, and then you can just go ahead and pull them back up. Pretty easy to do. And definitely if you need room, it's nice to have that when you need it. Let's go around to the left side here. Here's our fuel cap. You just push that. That'll just take regular gas for that 3.6 liter. And as we come around, we have passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And I really like the chrome trim in the door handles. You have the little trim here, the Avenir, and nice bright lettering. Look at these 20-inch wheels down here. Really nice look there. Really sharp. But coming around front to this new signature front end here that people either love it or hate it, we have our LED headlamps down below. And then we have our LED daytime running lights up here. Nice sleek strip, and like I've said in my other reviews, I've gotten used to it and I really love it, but at first I was skeptical as well. Like the chrome trim with the gloss black here, and I like how everything just kind of flows together. It's kind of like a two-tone look. And then you have that same gloss black down below and in the grille itself. But I'm going to go ahead and open this hood. And of course it's covered up, but there's that 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6. Next, let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So from the driver's seat here, really comfortable seating, and I really love the overall just quality and look of this leather interior here. Plenty of headroom, still have about 2 inches up top even with this sunroof, so really impressive. And I still have plenty of space underneath the steering wheel. Just a really nice feel here, and I love how the hood is sloped down. I can see clearly in front of me, and I just feel like I'm in an open cabin, but still a very refined and just really nice looking cabin. But as we go over here to the driver's door panel, really like, even though this is your black plastic, most of that is, this wood grain makes a huge difference. It looks so nice, so fancy. And then you have the kind of leather padding here. But we have our power door lock controls, memory seats, power windows, and then our driver's window is one touch up and down. And we have power folding mirrors with blind spot monitors. And then we can lock our windows, and then we have our power window controls here. And looking down here, we have a little bit of space. We can put a bottle here, storage there, and then we have our power lift gate here, which we can adjust to 3/4 or max, or even turn all the way off if you don't want it to work. And then you can just hit that button there to open and close it. And then we also have that Bose sound system as well. Over here to the left side, next to the steering wheel, we have our electronic parking brake. Press that to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. We have our heads-up display controls here. And then going to the steering wheel itself, I really like the new look here. Buick's really come a long way with not necessarily looking like an old lady car, just really something that anybody could drive. But we have our heated steering wheel here, feels really nice, looks really good. Then over here we have our adaptive cruise controls. Then we can adjust the gap for that as well as our forward collision. And then to the right side of the steering wheel we have our mute button, voice recognition, and then we can use the scroll bar and these arrows to go through our gauge cluster. And then behind the steering wheel on the left side, you can see here, these 2 buttons here. That's for track lists or radio station favorites. We can toggle through that. And then we have a paddle shifter over here. And then the same goes for the right side with the paddle shifter, but these two knobs on the right side control volume. And then we have headlamp controls, automatic high beam toggle, and then windshield wiper controls here to the right side. And then power tilt and telescopic steering wheel. So glad they did that. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and go over to the front passenger side. So from the front driver's side, I have an 8-way power seat with 4-way power lumbar support. And then the front passenger has a 6-way power seat with 4-way power lumbar support, but both of them have massage function. And I just cut that on just to, I love the Buicks because you can get a lot of the top of the line. Even in the older LaCrosses, you could have the massage function in there, and it made a world of difference. It just feels so nice. But this upholstery here I really like. Like I said before, the stitching looks really, really good. And I like how your bolster here is just plain leather as opposed to the perforated here. And then I love how they have the Avenir stitch in the headrest there so people know you're fancy. But let's go over here to the glove compartment. Really, really nice size here. We have our owner's manuals in here. And then I really like how they did this kind of black gloss here. And then that aluminum trim there looks really nice. And this dash is just something else. Let's take a look at this radio. So we have AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth audio. And then we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then as my cameraman got in the passenger seat, the cool seat actually came on by itself. So that's pretty neat. But there we have the navigation system. You can see the gas prices, all of that. Here's our backup camera. And the guidelines turn as you turn the steering wheel. And then I'm going to go back to that camera. You can actually change your views quite a bit. There's a 360 view if you're trying to back up a trailer or something. Curve view cameras, and since the right door is open, it's not showing you that side, but it's showing that left side because it uses the side mirrors. That's where the cameras are. And there's a trailer hitch view. And then over here, I can toggle my all-wheel drive, my auto stop, my drive mode. So I have Tour Sport and then tow haul. And then over here, I can toggle my parking sensors and then my lane departure. But going down here, we can pull this up on the screen as well. We have dual zone automatic climate controls, 3-stage heated and cooled seats. We can go through fan speed, toggle that seat there. And of course we can sync and do a lot of that stuff up here. So I can actually sync from here, and then I can set the auto from there as well. But you can also hit the auto button down here. And then over here we have our SD card reader, which is what is used for the navigation system. Then we have a USB-C and USB-A input there for that Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And then a pretty good sized wireless charging pad over here to the right. Over here around the cup holder, I love how they went ahead and kept this wood grain going. Looks so great. And then you can just throw away those cup holders there. But we have this new shifter here. Press P for park, pull up here for reverse, press N for neutral, pull up here for drive, press L for low mode. And then we have our key fob there with remote start. Let's take a look at this center console cubby space here. So at first glance, it doesn't look like there's a lot of room, but a little bit more underneath this big tray here. Pretty easy to take in and out. And then let's look at this sunroof up here. So I like in these Enclaves now that you can actually power open the second row skylight instead of having to reach back and grab it. So you can do that there, and then you can one-touch tilt and slide the front roof. And then we also have a universal home remote up here. And then we have our rear camera mirror here. You can toggle that on and off, and then we have a few settings for that over here. But that pretty much covers the front. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back seat. So from the second row seat here, really good room. Even with this second row skylight, I have several inches of headroom here. And then My knees aren't even touching the back of the seat, and I have the seat in front of me adjust for someone who's 6'3", like myself, and then sitting back here having another person that size, still plenty of space. So really, really impressive there. Over here we have our rear AC controls, and of course we can set our auto mode there, toggle fan speed, toggle if we want it on our feet, want it coming from up top, or both. And then, like I said, 3-stage heated seats for the outboard passengers, temperature. Then we have a 120 volt 3-prong household plug-in here, and then 2 USB charging ports there. Now looking up here, I really like these vents. I can turn them, direct where I want the wind to blow. So if I want it on my face, that's cool, but if it's just one passenger back here, maybe they want it going that way along with the other one. So it's nice to have that. And then I really like how you have the bar here, but also you kind of have a smaller clothes hanger here if you're just hanging up one shirt and you don't want to necessarily have this being pulled on. And then even in the back door sill here, you've got a cup holder in here, then you have a little tray, and then that really nice wood grain look there. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop in this third row, show you all the room. It's a skinny fit, but once you get back here, it's not the best leg room, but it's here. So if you have smaller kids or something, they can probably fit back here. My legs are so long, I can't really sit back here, but you have 2 USB ports on either side. They're not USB-Cs. I would like to have seen that, but having the USB-A is better because most people still have that older iPhone cable. At least I do. I can't speak for everybody. But then you have 2 cup holders back here on either side as well. But that's pretty much it on this Enclave Avenir. Let's go ahead and take it down the road for a quick test drive. So to start with, I can already tell this Enclave has the Avenir technology package, so the biggest things from that is going to be the real-time damping as well as the premium ride suspension, which makes this thing just basically ride like a Buick should. I'm already feeling that now. And of course, driving the Traverse with the 3.6 liter V6 and driving several other Enclaves with the same powertrain, pretty much the same feel when it comes to that, but I'll give it a little throttle here. And the 9-speed shifts very well. I have the lane departure as well as the adaptive cruise on, and that is the lane departure, lane keep assist, pinging me from going over to that side there. And then the adaptive cruise control is slowing me down as I get closer to this vehicle in front of me. I'm not touching the steering wheel or the pedals right now. So there's just a quick demonstration with that. I'm going to go ahead and take control now. But we still have the forward distance indicator, which I like. And then we also have the lane departure, so all of that's green there. And as I get closer to this vehicle in front of me, that sensor turns yellow. And then as I get back to safe distance, it'll turn green again. But the ride in this is absolutely incredible. Really impressive. And the suspension damping just makes the super awesome ride quality that much better. And I actually like the brake pedal feel in this car quite a bit. I don't feel like I have to mash it to stop, but I also don't feel like it's extremely touchy either. And if there's one thing I would go with the Avenir for, is to get that technology package so that I could get the suspension damping as well as that smoother suspension, because this ride is just, if you don't like feeling the ride, this is the way to go pretty much, almost compared to any other vehicle that GM offers, because it's just, it's almost plush, like too plush in a way, because I like to be able to feel my cars and all that, but I mean, it's kind of like I don't know what's going on here because I can't feel the road. But just really, really impressive suspension here. And the thing about this is when I hit a bump, I can feel the damping, but when I'm just going and not hitting any terrain or anything like that, it's just like it's hovering. That's how good the suspension feels in this thing. But all in all, really good visibility in this for a 3-row SUV. And a lot of that is aided to the rear camera mirror, the blind spot monitors, and just all the safety tech that's on this. But as we pull back into the dealership lot, I'm just going to go over my final thoughts on the Enclave Avenir and then let you all look at the window sticker. So I want to give a huge shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for letting me borrow this Buick Enclave Avenir to take it out for a quick test drive and review. Let's go ahead and take a look at this window sticker really quickly. Because this back tint's so dark, it might be kind of hard to see, but there's the MSRP right there, $63,165. And then let's see if we can get a quick look at this technology package and then that real-time damping that comes with it. Really like that on the chassis. But final thoughts on this vehicle, really, really great ride. I mean, it's one of the best riding vehicles I've been in. I've been in a lot of cars, so definitely recommend that. If you're in the market for something like this, you want 3 rows, you want the bigger interior as opposed to the XT6, I definitely would say go with this. Fuel mileage is pretty good, and it's great looking. Like I said, the front end, I was kind of skeptical at first, but now I really like it, and it's a really, really good look. But I'll leave a link below to this vehicle in particular in the description, as well as their full inventory, because Buick of Murfreesboro has several Enclaves out here. With all that being said, I want to thank you all for watching the video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you liked what you saw today. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one.